Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Yeah, best believe it. Late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go because we got animes up in here. We're gonna have a good old time. That's right. We're gonna have a good old time. Ain't gonna be no hateration. Ain't gonna be no holleration. That's right. We just gonna have a good old, nice, relaxing, upbeat, positive dancery. And I give to you, all right. This is the boss hog of the Gulf Coast. All right.
No,
You don't, you don't even go through there unless you except you talk to him.
man, I'm not sick with it. Records.
I give to you, Coop of Blurtish. What's up?
What's up? I don't know if you broke up a little bit. You hear me? Am I
Yeah,
good?
yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. What up, y'all? This episode, of course, will always be on the Blurtish platform on several different podcast channels. Appreciate being back. We're gonna talk some anime and even gonna talk about a little non-anime, but also originally from Japan project.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love this.
To sort of to a certain degree. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I actually definitely want to start off with might get into some Transformers one. That might be what I might jump off into, but appreciate it. Hope y'all having a good day out there.
All right, well, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Lady Lisa, my loving wife. You know what I'm saying? She holds me down. All right, she lifts me up. She gives me, support, emotional support, spiritual support, and she also loves me so much that she surprises me from time to time. And I gotta say that I was surprised yesterday by a a trip to the Dominion Energy Center, all right, to see the Bebop Bounty Big Band perform Cowboy Bebop live. I don't know how she kept this from me. You know what I'm saying? She had it on the low, but she had a brother in the house listening to live music, the whole orchestral setup and everything playing. They had the guitars and the trumpets and everything. They was playing all the bebop. They had bebop on the big screen and had the people playing the music. It was the bomb. I ain't going front. I had a good old time. Everybody in there was cheering, laughing, singing along, clapping, all that stuff. Man, it was a fun time. I ain't going front. I enjoyed it. And I just want to say, Lisa, thank you very much.
Shout out to Lisa. I would love to see that. Every time it comes through New Orleans, I think it's only been through like 2 times. I have missed it. It's always on like a weird day, like Tuesday or Wednesday or something. It's like it's never on a day that I can, or I'm at work and I don't have a ticket. But look, I played in middle school band. I know I wasn't great. I was okay. It wasn't like when I was trying to be in life, but I have appreciated for it. My wife played cello. She played cello almost professionally at church. Up until her cello got destroyed in the flood of 2016, unfortunately. So she still had those skills. I love when my wife can play that. I sometimes will just be listening to something. She's like, "You hear that cello?" So I'm like, "Yes, I know you're great. Like you're great at the cello."
I understand. You're great. All right.
Like you are she could have been a soloist and all that stuff and whatever. And I think if she really trained, she could have been in the Baton Rouge Orchestra. She really wanted to pursue that and being a part of it. But yeah, man, just to see, first of all, it's bebop, man. Look.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm gonna say this because I know everybody don't agree, but I'm gonna say it's bebop. It's bebop, y'all. It's let's be honest. I'm gonna say this to be generous because I know everybody don't feel like me. It's top 10 anime, y'all. And I mean, if we want to be real, it's top 5 anime. If we want to be real, it's top 3 anime, y'all.
I may not even say top 3, but it might be. I just can't.
It's bebop, y'all.
It's one of those things that I can't even try to rank because I'm gonna give it its proper respect because y'all know me. Sometimes I could be a little. I'm not a Dusty Chad, but if I get a little bougie with anime, I like. It might be top 3 signing. I always mess it up, but anime that skews for adults. And the reason why I put that, because a lot of people conflate all these different things. Bebop was never for the kids.
Nah, definitely. Bebop ain't for the kids.
It ain't even, these are grown.
Like there's a kid in it, but it ain't for the kids.
That's a teenager person. Whatever. But I get it. I know what you're saying. But even then.
Yeah, but Ed's not, it's not like Ed is 18. or even 17. Ed is
I
like
don't
13.
I don't know what age was, but I know one
Yeah, I'm
thing.
guessing around 13.
Ed could probably put. I don't know if Ed ever pull out a gun, but Ed can destroy your life via hacking. So uh, Ed is a dangerous person, as dangerous as any adult on that
True.
show, and we'll laugh all the way to the end of the earth. But just that Bebop, man, that is Adult Swim royalty. It is a
Oh,
show that
definitely. Definitely.
it's a show that whenever y'all and just for fun and giggle, just go back and like watch any video documentary you can have about Adult Swim slash Toonami, the creation of it, specifically the Toonami part of Adult Swim, and the hell they went through, the triumph they went through, for Toonami to exist to this day, under the pressure of Zaslav and them, and WB really burning itself up. To still exist and thrive is a nothing short of a modern day media miracle. I promise you.
Yeah,
And the
because
things they've done,
the I guess the best term you could say is maybe fractured,
is
because WB don't know what they want to do with none of their properties, bruh.
but all that to say is whenever they came back, they always kept the license to show Bebop. That even if it wasn't, it will be the last show. I think like Toonami will turn off at maybe like 4 or 5. They gonna put it in there. Like it's very rare that Bebop never made the lineup. Dragon Ball will disappear. Bleach will disappear. Bebop is your old uncle who likes to smoke cigars. He likes jazz and blues music. He might slip you $1 in your pocket, and he gonna say things gonna be all right. Then he might go to jail for shooting somebody. So I'm just saying.
But it ain't because they didn't deserve it, though.
It ain't because they didn't deserve it. Yeah, that's what he tell you. And he gonna have a nice purple. You have a nice purple suit on. He gonna wear shades.
Yeah, because he gonna dress when he go to jail, because he want to make sure that when he come out, he dressed.
So he gonna have his fedora. But
yeah, when he come out, you gonna be like, "Yo, was you in jail?"
Bebop will have you thinking, is it year 1968 or is it 2068? You just don't know.
True that. True that.
Just other than the flying cars. It's just,
I will add this. This seeing this live show makes me want to continue to, I don't know, 265 million quintuple double down on my plea to whoever owns Cowboy Bebop to please give us a prequel of Vicious and Spike when they were younger under Mal. It would be awesome. It ain't gotta run for 85 seasons. Just give us like a solid 10 episodes. You know what I'm saying? Just give us a little something. Up until maybe when Julia show up. Because we know when Julia show up, that's when Vicious started acting funny. So
are you talking about live action or are you talking about the anime?
Man, anime, I don't want to see no live action mess.
Okay, I like the live, but well,
anime, bro. We ain't doing no live action now, bro.
If we ain't got it by now, we ain't gonna probably ever get it. Because Watanabe be like, I'm done with that. I'm moving on. He don't never retouch nothing. Rare. I don't think he's only had one anime that had 2 seasons.
But see, this is the thing. You're technically not touching the same thing, because this isn't really Cowboy Bebop. This is a brand new show. It just has Spike in it.
He has that.
It got Spike in it, because technically Julia don't have to be in this. This is about Spike and Vicious. So it's not the Bebop. Jet Black ain't there. This is a brand new show.
I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? This is like what's happening and what's happening now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I mean, okay. All right. Now we tripping. We got different themes songs and an age jump. Sure. Okay. Like, and people of a certain age would absolutely get that. But because I watched them both, but one was only worth it. But especially, I mean, what's happening now is good for like that first season. But then
but what anime show you gonna get a what's happening reference in? Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just gonna
let's be real. You gotta come here.
Woo! I feel my knees crack. But I'm just gonna say that Watanabe, I think he's only done Carol and Tuesday with a second season. The man love his music. He love any show, anything that he
Yep.
can put new music
Music
in.
always be fly.
I just think I wish it would happen, but I don't ever see that happen in my lifetime. And I feel like he was so sour for some reason. He didn't say nothing for a while, but then when everybody trashed on the live action show, where he kind of kicked it after it was dead, it was like, all right. So I don't think he's ever gonna touch those characters out of respect for his own self. Like he just ain't gonna do it.
Dang.
Like
Ah.
so and that's been like how many? It's been about a good solid 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Like that was even the movie was probably like 99 or something like that.
Actually, it's like 26 years when Cowboy Bebop started in 1998.
Yeah, Bebop was 98. And I think the movie was slightly behind it at like maybe 99, 2000. So it's been a minute. But look, I'm just saying, anybody, you know what I'm saying, if y'all can get on the phone with, somebody over there, make some money moves or something, get the folks back in, you know what I'm saying?
The money
let's make
it
some
would
magic.
probably take to make Watanabe do it. Most of these companies that keep about to fail or crumble can't afford to do the animation for them. Even if
this is what we need rebel billionaires for. See, this is what we need, like that. What was it? Venture Brothers, the rebel billionaire. But anyway, this is what we need a rebel billionaire for. Somebody just call up Watanabe and be like, "Yo, I got $365 million for you."
Speaking of rebel billionaires,
do.
You know what? I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna jump to something. Again, shout out to Lisa. That was wonderful. I wish I could be there. I need to go see it one day. I think if you're
because they're always touring around. They said they're about to take a break and they're going to get back on the road in November. So they're always touring around.
That commercial just looks beautiful, man. It just, bro. Even if you never watch anime, especially being from down here, birthplace of jazz, hearing Tank, being an anime fan, knowing what the history of what Watanabe is pulling from actually comes somewhat from your region and the history of your region.
Especially Pumpkinhead. That's like Pumpkinhead is very like Louisiana. Very Louisiana.
From the blues part of it, from the jazz part of it. And it does coincide with Black history. Okay? So tell me an anime is black without it being black, and it's black. Still somehow black. And Jet Black is black. Aha! So there you go. Like I said, man, he's like your uncle who's gonna smoke some Black and Miles, and he might bust somebody's head open. See Jack Black.
But he ain't never steered you wrong, though. He always gave you good advice.
But it is what it is. Try to help you out, and he was down for the cause. But speaking of anime that you're never going to see again, found out some bad, terrible news from Netflix. I always beat up WB, rightfully so, because they do this. Netflix does this too. They're just super oobity doopy quiet about it. Bruh, the new Voltron is going away.
Well, I thought the series ended. I didn't know.
I mean, the series been in it, but I'm saying if you want to watch it, watch it now. They're taking it off the streamer, which is a Netflix original.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're doing that. That doesn't seem.
That is very much.
That's definitely out of the ordinary for them, especially since it's a Netflix show.
But also,
did DreamWorks change hands or something like that?
I don't know, but I'm just saying. But the difference with them, DreamWorks is big in that thing. Maybe a license ran out, and bro, these people not trying to spend money. Once they can't make money off of it, and it's a dead series, it's finished. Netflix don't care.
Yeah, because Voltron was super good, man.
It might, and I saw people discussing it. It was like one guy did not understand the term dead lost media. I'm like, bruh, if he's taking off the streamer, another guy was like, it's probably not gonna pop up nowhere. If it do, it's gonna be a weird rando station that you more than likely don't know you have the app to. If you lucky, it'll be Tubi. At this time,
Shouts to Tubi. Tubi be
yep,
having some stuff on the low though.
Tubi will pick
Like
up
that
stuff,
random
and
movie from 1987 that
you
you've been
know,
looking for, Tubi got it.
so
You're gonna have to
have
watch a whole bunch of Tide commercials, but you gonna watch it though.
they seem to be the type of people that would pick something up like that, just like, oh, it's dead, but you know it's kind of good quality. But it just sucks that it's gonna always work best on Netflix. Just the way Netflix have the best system to watch something, it works the smoothest. Amazon is finally catching up. I don't know why Max never could catch up. Max just buggy.
It's
But
weird because Max should be dope.
but it's not. It never was. And no iteration of it. And y'all tell me I
Like
haven't had it
like
for a while.
Max should be dope. Like it should work.
Should be. It don't. At the you hit rewind, it'll start over, drop out.
Yeah.
I'm like, how
like,
does the same
their
internet
server be
Netflix you
very
can go
trade
backwards, forwards. Amazon, it's a little bit slower.
you can start a show on Netflix, say watching Roku, stop it, then go to like your computer, watch it. It'd be right at the same spot.
Right
stop it,
there.
go on your phone. Say like,
It
man,
will load
Max be blowing it.
Max will drop on the same application where you have it. So all that to say is that, yeah, man. So if y'all like that version of Voltron, just a heads up, go watch it. It's not gonna. No, this is ain't like this. This is not a situation where it's gonna save it. It's dead. Like the series
Or,
is finished.
y'all might want to raise the sales and add it to your own server. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
So
I ain't gonna say nothing else, but I'm gonna just say, raise the sales and
I would say
get out
that
there
if
and
DreamWorks wasn't involved, maybe they just keep it. But then when you have a big third party that is, I think Steven Spielberg still own parts of DreamWorks. Multiple people do.
yeah.
The name of the game is not to pay royalties, and they probably don't want to pay nothing to nothing that will trigger. them
Yeah,
doing
that's
things.
that's what killed a lot of intro songs is those royalty fees.
Yeah, like they don't want to pay none of that. Like they just want to do title card, boom. And if they don't have to show another company, this is why you're never gonna get like, watching the 20th anniversary of Def Jam Fight for New York. Never gonna get that game again. It's not even. It would be so expensive to probably redo that game or get it, do all the licensing for the music. You would have to have knockoff versions of the music, and that's just not gonna happen. In fact, just to use people likenesses that are probably way more valuable, those deals would be insane. Like I'm sure Snoop Dogg alone himself cost half of what that game costs now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Much less Method Man
licensing the likeness rights and stuff.
and that's and rightfully so. Like just like that's what the athletes fought for. That's why you didn't have NBA, NFL, NCAA for 10 years. That stuff is serious. So if it's that serious with sports who are pimping it out, just think about what it is in Hollywood. That's what it's about, and that's what they went to strike for. So it's one of them easy things. So I don't know. I don't know why Netflix is doing it, but usually it's a licensing thing, and they don't want to pay royalties because they always had the thing where like you only make so much money on like by season 2 or 3 of the thing. Because I know people like to say, "Oh, it had 8 seasons." It didn't have 8 seasons. It had like by number count, by Netflix math, it was more like 3 or 4 seasons when you add it all up.
Yeah, it has technically 8 seasons, but it's really like 3 or 4.
It's really like 3 or 4, and if you want to go old school, it's like 3 max.
But I mean, I understand because if you go to something like IMDb, they're gonna say it got 8 seasons.
Yeah.
So I get it, but yeah, Netflix would just break stuff up sometimes seemingly arbitrarily, but
they got better about that. Like it'll go with the art, and when it now stops. But it used to just be like, stop. Like the Castlevania one was kind of egregious when it stopped the first season. Like I guess you could count that as a first season.
Oh, you mean like 3 episodes?
It was basically a movie. Okay, here's what's his name? Alucard. We'll be back.
Alucard shows up, and there you go. That's all you get.
And I still want to rewatch it. I need to rewatch it. But that's what I just want to give any Voltron fans out there, because speaking of old anime, that's my first love. That's my first introduction to anime. I want people to enjoy it. I ain't like these Star Wars weirdos out here, but like not my space drama. Nah, I want you to enjoy my space drama.
Yeah, it's like Voltron is sweet.
You know, if it can ever come back, I don't know. I mean, I didn't see this one coming back, but it filled its own void because there was always a want for Voltron. Gundam is always a thing, but Voltron has a very weird place in America animation heart.
Yeah.
That if it's not Power Rangers have kind of claimed that. And thanks to anime, we now know what Sentai Robots is and Super Sentai, and you have more of that. So Voltron is kind of, I hate to say it, dying out. Like it's probably not
like catch up for anything else with or something.
Yeah, because like that, what is it? We had a series for Voltron. It ended at 2018. We ain't heard a rumor or nothing about anything since. So I don't know if I'd say it's fully dead yet. I mean, it hasn't been 10 years yet. After 10 years and we ain't heard a peep, then I would be like, yeah, it might be dead.
I'm gonna say,
I mean, you never know.
This iteration of Voltron, it is done. And that's,
oh yeah, well, I mean, they ended the story though, so that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about, we ain't gonna get no nothing. We might get something. Hopefully. But speaking of like Voltron and stuff and like American anime or early anime in America and stuff, I know that you saw, and also I saw, that's right, that good old Transformers 1.
Absolutely.
Man, look, okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a shout out to one of the producers, who is Michael Bay, because Michael Bay has been a producer on pretty much everything Hasbro, Transformers related, like since the beginning. And I will say this, for someone who saw the trailer and did not like it, but was willing to give it a chance because it's Transformers, I was like, you know what? Let me sit in this theater. At least my son will like it. At least my son will enjoy it. Cause it's, it's cool. It's big robots. They're fighting, jumping around and stuff. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. All right. This movie is dope. I only have one big critique for this movie. And this movie, I had a very good time watching it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it moves. I had way more fun in this movie than I thought I would from watching the trailer.
And I may have one critique for it too. So I hear Mark is in the background because he got noise fumbling around. Shout out to Mark.
Mark Dub in the house.
He got mad at me earlier, so
he'll come in and introduce himself in a second.
I guess he might be delivering. He might be doing some work.
No. I am here. I'm waiting. I was waiting with bated breath.
So I'm gonna clear the floor for you. I heard you. I was like, I don't want to ruin whatever Mark got to say.
But Mark Dub,
greetings all.
Yeah.
Wless is in the building. The W line.
The W-loid. The W. He's like the
W-loids.
The W-son. The W-sons. They're taking over the planet, over Cybertron.
The W-sons.
Oh Lord.
But yeah, go on, Dub. What are your initial thoughts from the Transformers 1? Like, you saw it, you came out of the theater, how you feel?
I did not see the movie. I have not seen the movie. No, I haven't.
See, when Coop sees something, I just assume you've seen it too. My bad.
He went with it. He actually spent time with his son yesterday. Shout out to
yesterday. My junior made 21 years of age.
Oh yeah.
And as such, he just bought his first drink and mine. So cheers to my son. We drinking right now. We're drinking daiquiris.
Such a good job.
It's classic.
Good job, son.
That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what flavor of daiquiri?
Getting that wisdom.
What flavor of daiquiri?
Ooh, bro. We went to Mango's, and I can't remember the names, but they have one that tastes like a bottle rocket pop, and the other one tastes like pink lemonade. And our very attractive bartender, she looked like she put the tender in bartender. She
No, he didn't.
she mixed our drinks. It's a conundrum. I'm gonna be drunk.
These are very
fight
important
somebody.
questions in South Louisiana. What daiquiri did you get, and where did you go to get it? Remember,
I went to Mangoes, and
Mangoes is dope.
and Coop is right, y'all, because look, daiquiris in Louisiana, it's a sacred part of the religion.
Not quite the same as in other places. It's not just slush. It got to be a little bit harder ice.
I don't know. I think in Mississippi and then probably in some places in Alabama, they probably have some good daiquiris.
Our folks on the Gulf
But
Coast
I
have
was-
figured it out. They done figured it
I was in Atlanta.
Oh, God.
I think I told you this, Coop. I went to a daiquiri place in the underground, and I paid $20 for that daiquiri.
Hey,
$20 for a daiquiri, a singular daiquiri by
daiquiri.
itself.
do you know what $20 will get you at the daiquiri shop here? A whole
Right.
jug.
It'll get you
A
drunk.
jug.
It'll get you drunk as a skunk.
Drunk, you and
And
your
it-
partner.
It tasted like medicine. Chloroseptic, to be specific.
Wow.
It was not delightful. So it is very important where you get your daiquiris from.
Also, shout out to Willie's been there in Miami. I think I had it. It's very beautiful. It's not here. It's not the daiquiris here, y'all. It's for show. And you're spending a lot of dough. That's what it's for.
All
Very
right,
beautiful.
Coop. I'm gonna throw it to you. Transformers 1. What we got?
Transformers 1, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't hate the trailer, but I was like, I might give it a try. Like, I like everybody.
I was nonplussed by the trailer. So when y'all say that's exactly how I felt.
So I enjoyed it. The cast is good. First of all, it's a good cast. Scarlett Johansson, Brian Tyree, Henry. You got
Paperboy.
You got Thor.
Paperboy.
Chris
Paperboy. All about
Hemsworth.
that Paperboy.
You got and you got Keegan Michael Key, and you got John Hamm as Sentinel Prime. So a step, like, literally, you can't. That's where a lot of the money went. But overall,
I mean, it's like you got a whole bunch of heavy hitters in this voice wise.
what they
You know what?
did-
And let me say this. I have not, as you I didn't know Michael Bay was connected to this, but okay. I was telling Coop earlier how part of my confidence in Michael Bay has eroded because I don't think I've liked the Transformer movie since maybe the second one.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not like the second one. I gave up. I tapped out. I didn't give a damn about the rest of them. Not gonna watch them. Thought it was poorly marketed. Thought it was been stupid, dull, made for dullards type of thing.
Not made for dullards.
Like absolutely a trash franchise. And I know people.
I
are
don't want to bash
successful,
it that hard because
it made me disgusted.
I will say this. I was very disappointed with where the movies went with my childhood, with like a childhood franchise that I love. So I can understand Coop, but yeah, Coop is really upset about this, Michael.
I listen to people say, "Oh, it's so great," and this and that, and I kind of still see parts of it on TV, and I'm just like, it's just
What do
I
you
hate
think?
to be that dude. It's not my Transformers. It's not Transformers at all. Like Megatron design was terrible in the movies.
It wasn't my favorite.
It just, but back to the good. But enough about that garbage.
Yes,
the good stuff. The
back
good
to
stuff. This was what Transformers needed. It's completely animated. There's no humans. Spoiler, folks. No humans. Don't worry about humans. In fact, it's so.
I mean, the trailer kind of gives
Oh my
that.
God.
Well, hopefully, the trailer.
No. I'm very happy to hear that because you know what? I
not
think
a human.
humans are an element that ruin Transformers for me. So it's good to hear that there are none.
It's not touching, or they didn't. They do not leave Cybertron. Okay, this is firmly like Cybertron is always in problems. This is like the best visualization of Cybertron since before the 1985 movie because it feels like a planet. It feels alive. It feels not like, of course, it's a planet, living planet kind of sort of, but it's, what I'm saying? It's like it really, like, when you go on an adventure, because this is part going on an adventure, self-discovery type of film, and also a betrayal film too. That just, if you've seen, what's a good betrayal film? Kind of, I hate to say it, like, you know what, Juice. For certain people, they were friends.
You know what?
And
There
then they
are
weren't.
kind of Juice elements to this.
It's just kind of like Juice, where it's like, wow. And then the people because the guy who was just trying to make it, D16, who becomes Megatron. Anybody who picked up any Transformers know this. So that's his pre-transform name. He was D16, even have a name, and then Orion Pax, who becomes Optimus Prime. And it's just, they were friends until the truth. You know what? I'm not even going to go deep into it, but until certain truths come out about why their planet and why their situation is what it is. And honestly, I'm going to say this. As that was coming out, I don't agree with what Megatron was going to do, because Megatron is a murderer. He was going to murder and he was going to become a dictator. But man, when you find out stuff about, say, your country, your life, and why you ain't the person you need to be because somebody literally stripped your blessing, your gift, or your ability to choose
your birthright
life
from you,
stole something vital to you, and you were actually looking up to this person. Yeah, that might cause some people to go crazy, and
that's the sad part, because it's kind of true. It's justifiable, and you kind of understand where it's going. And they do a great job of quickly running down Transformers lore, because this is kind of like I won't say a rebooting of the lore. There's some things that are a little different.
It's a retelling.
The core is still there.
The core is there. It's a retelling. It touches upon those comic books. It touches upon kind of everything, because the 85 series couldn't really, really didn't go deep into it. They tried to with the movie, but it was just a lot going on. They had to, kill off all the old robots for to sell new toys.
Yeah.
But if you like, I feel like this is a good in between the original cartoon and the Netflix series we got a couple of years ago that was a little bit edgy and darker.
Yeah.
What you just said is ultimately, I think, one of the evils of capitalism. Because I saw Transformers the movies in the movies. I was 10 years old.
I saw it in the theater too. I remember I was like super little. I can't remember how old I was, but I remember I saw it.
Sure.
And when Optimus Prime died, I was like, I yelled in the theater.
Let's roll this back. Actually, as an adult now that we know the anime history and stuff of Transformers, watching the scene. In fact, I sent it to you all. Shout out to Devin Clark, because he make these things funny. When Megatron bust up through the wall and be like, I'm gonna kill all of y'all. And he shot Ratchet, Prowl, Hound, on. They just murdered all of them. And you see flames turning through there. I'm like, oh wow, I didn't remember this being that bad. I was like, they shot him in the head. They shot Hound in the head. And they killed everybody who was Optimus boys. Like, how did you kill them?
The way they did it, bro, it was
like they were trash.
It was so cold, bro. I was traumatized. I was like, no.
They killed 6 to 7 G1s and did Prime.
The crazy thing was, when it was happening, I was like, no, man, like, what's going on? Why? And when I found out, it was because when I found out as an adult that it was because they wanted to sell toys, like, I was like, so you ruined my childhood so you could sell action figures?
So they can literally sell you Springer and Hot Rod.
Man.
And I like
No, I know
Springer.
Hot Rod.
I
I
ain't like no
understand Hot
goddamn
Rod
Hot
got
Rod.
his kind of like re-uppings
I don't want to hear that about
in the comics, but Hot Rod, ooh, it was rough.
Hot Rod. You know what I always learn something from like Fantastic Four, and I tell y'all this episode 1 of Blurtish. I learned how not to be a terrible husband from Reed Richards. I had learned how not to be a leader from Hot Rod. Okay,
Oh snap!
Hot Rod was a little punk to me because he always was running away from being the leader. That you got Optimus killed on the show, and I was just like, that's when I was kind of like, yeah, Transformers it ain't the same. It just ain't the same. Like when they was on the new planet with Hot Rod,
bro, like what? To your point,
he was
like
ugly.
that was a terrible way to introduce Hot Rod. Like
He wasn't
you
cool
brought him
as they
into the
thought,
game, made us hate him
and
because
his name was stupid. Rodimus Prime. I'm like, I hated everything about him.
I ain't
thought
gonna
he was
lie,
just-
I did like the name Rodimus Prime because it was kind of ridiculous.
and then he turned into like a giant trailer home that was not cool. Like
No, a big mobile home with a
Big
hot
mobile
rod front.
with terrible colors. This is what they killed. Anyway, back to the story. I just terrible ideas, corporate people, terrible ideas. But overall, this is good. I think Scarlett Johansson killed it as a leader one.
Yeah, definitely.
Keegan, he was more Keegan than whatever Bumblebee was supposed to be, but I still liked him. He was getting us almost about to cross the annoying line, but I got to shout out Keegan for this joke when he said Atron.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that,
you know
that
what?
one. I was like, yeah, I get it. I know you gotta pull that one in. I get it. I was like, I get it.
I am not mad at him. But like, look, I'm a cook. Y'all brought me in. I'm a cook. Y'all get this here, and it worked.
That was my only slight. That's my only slight against this movie is like they didn't reel him in. They like everybody else came in and kind of did the character that they were doing, and they were like, "Yo, Keegan, be you," and I was like,
Yeah, Keegan
he's not
needed.
really being.
I mean,
and
he was the funny.
There was this certain specific joke that they were trying hard to make, like they were trying to make fetch happen with this joke, and it was not falling. Like the kids weren't laughing, the adults weren't laughing. It was just like, all right, man, this joke is not working. It didn't work in the trailer. It's not working
Is
now.
it bad Assatron? I actually liked it.
Well, I try not to, curse on the
Excuse me,
show, but
my bad, man.
but,
But hey,
but
they
the
cursed
joke wasn't
the
working.
kids.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this:
They were trying hard to make that joke work, and
I'm
I
gonna
was just
say
like,
this.
I won't feel it.
the reason why it worked for me because his interaction with Alita, like, I don't care that you call you, like, basically, like, shut up, without saying it. And he tried it, and he was like, "Yeah, go sit in the back, man." So it worked as just a nice little, okay, you trying it, buddy. It's more like we're laughing at
Scarlett,
it.
someone who I'm not super sold on in general. I think Scarlett, in my opinion, Scarlett was blessed when she got put on the Marvel crew because I was like, I mean, I get it. I know she y'all sex symbol, but I wasn't super sold. But her voice acting on this, I was like, yo.
I mean, she
Gave Alita, man. Like I kind of felt like, yo, Alita just trying to move up.
Alita was just trying to live her life.
Alita trying to get out the dumps. All right, she trying to get a promotion so she could get up out the dumps. She don't want to be with y'all.
Alita was punching them boys' mouth like, "Shut up!"
She don't want to be with y'all ragamuffins.
And she started yelling and punching the wall. I felt that. It was like, God dang.
like I can't win with y'all.
And then I love the way she was like, "I'm not trying to get fired." And Darkwing was like, "You fired, Alita." Like, golly. I like,
man, she can't win.
Like Orion out here. I will say this. Just shout out to Orion Pax. I'm glad he got his transformation blew up. Because Orion was annoying. I mean, not annoying in a way, but annoying in the character.
Orion is annoying as he's annoying because I mean, normally for me he wouldn't be annoying, but he's annoying to people that are stuck in a world where there's no options and he's
like,
optimistic.
it's good that
Because I know I'm annoying to some people because I'll be like, man, it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be a brighter day. And they be like, no, it's not.
I'm saying he's on the
They be like,
verge of
no, it
about to
ain't.
get people
It's not
murdered.
gonna be brighter. It's not gonna be brighter. It's gonna suck every day.
I'm
I'll be
just
like, man, it's
saying
gonna be all right, man.
the Orions of the world, sometimes in real life, they cause chaos and then you suffer. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't. I'm glad they had that line where he wasn't too quirky, plucky, and I'm glad he wasn't. It wasn't a younger cast because then Orion will be absolutely annoying. But I will say this is my one major gripe, and I'm gonna say this and I'll move on. I think Brian Henry. People was wondering how he was gonna hit Megatron, but he can act. He really start to get the gravitas of a voice that he needed to find to display the anger of Megatron. However, if there's a part 2 to this, it didn't do too hot in the theater, but I think it will make his budget and make a profit. Hopefully, it's a part 2. Chris Hemsworth, he was getting on my nerves when he gave the speech, and then because he was too kind of hokey, corny. And then he started trying to talk like he's been a leader all this time. And it's like, bro, just
Well, Alita was like, look, I know you dumb, but look, people believe in you. So you gotta go in there, you know what I'm saying? You gotta fake it till you make it.
And I get it. This is like election year. They're giving like election speeches. You gotta convince the people. He led the miners.
I mean, at least when the miners asked him a question, he didn't start telling a story about his childhood or something for like 6 minutes.
He didn't say certain groups of people were eating them up. They just showed you the truth. He just showed
hide your cats and hide your wife.
Some people bowing down to Russia. I mean, the Quintessons.
No, man, when he bowed down, they were all
giving trade secrets away for their whole planet.
I mean, yo, man, listen to this once again, bruh. When you see him bow down,
I was like, this punk
and
here.
Give away all of the items that you have been breaking your back.
They threw them things over,
bruh.
I love it.
I will allow homicide for just a second, okay? Just a moment, because, bro, you start to think of the hours and the days and the weeks that you have been down mining, but you think you're mining because it's for the good of the society.
And not only did you mine it, but when he said what I stole from you and laughed, like,
yeah, he straight laughed on him too, man.
Like nothing. He's just like, I plucked it from your chest when you was a newborn, when y'all were newborns. What you gonna do? Like, blah blah blah. Now I'm gonna kill you. Like, oh yeah, he's can't stand up to the Quintessons. He want to abuse his power. He's not even this. Then he got all of our elders messed up. Like, man, get this dude out of here. Like, he gotta go.
He gotta go. And then, but the trip is, even at the end of this movie, I know we're happy and everything, but we still got a big problem. So that should, hopefully we get another movie and we'll be able to figure out what that problem will end up being, or how big that problem is going to be, because the Quintessons are going to come back. And
now, I'm gonna say this:
they're going to be back.
And then now
the Energon has started to flow, so it's going to be interesting.
I really don't care about the Quintessons. Get back to Megatron and them, and then they Civil War. Just let the Quintessons. All right, we lost. We out of here. Peace.
But they never even fought to lose.
Hey man,
can't be like we lost.
Hey, they lost, man. When Optimus say you come to this planet, we gonna bust your head open. Basically, like, we got Energon, we flowing, we cogged up. Get out of here.
He said we cogged up.
like they ain't come. They ain't say nothing. They just like, all right, peace out, man. I don't know. I mean, I just say don't worry about
the Starscream thing, the Soundwave thing. Like, man, look, way better than I thought it would be.
Shout out to they even had Steve Buscemi as Starscream. Like, they spend money on this cast.
Yeah, like Lawrence Fishburne and stuff. Like, come on, man. Somebody had some money.
Like, bruh, bring this cast. Well, I guess you can't bring back Lawrence Fishburne. He dead.
Yeah, he gone.
Alpha Trion always dying. He old.
He don't never make it.
Nah. I mean, Optimus don't make it. So I mean, Alpha ain't gonna make it.
But I mean, Optimus gonna be here for a minute though.
They gotta keep reformatting them, bringing them back with the new upgrades, which he kind of do all the time.
Oh man, but yeah. Anyway, guys, if y'all haven't seen it yet, go and check it out. It's worth it. You know what I'm saying? The kids did enjoy it, but not the kids were enjoying it. They were into it, at least in my theater. But not a one of them laughed at the joke that they spent so much money for, because they sure enough ran that joke back. Like none of the kids laughed, none of the adults laughed, and I was just like, bro, they're really trying to get this
I
joke over.
feel
Bro.
like they really knew that this joke wasn't gonna work, but they cut the trailer in such a weird way. I think the trailer did not do the movie any justice.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, it did not help. I also think they released this movie possibly at the wrong time, man.
Really?
Uh, Beetlejuice is such a hit right now. It did not
But
beat
I mean, I
Beetlejuice
wouldn't
for this-
consider Beetlejuice something for the kids. I mean, this could be kind of
Bruh.
programming.
you. You don't. You wouldn't think that, would you? You would think that.
Hold on, the theater was full of kids.
Bruh, them folks. And I'm just gonna say
Oh,
them folks.
them
Do
folks
not-
would be. Yo,
folk,
them
bruh.
folks had an infant and a toddler and alien, bruh.
So
I
I'm
was
just gonna
I was
say,
over there looking like,
You would
excuse
think-
me.
you would think that, but
I
I've
was like,
seen,
ain't you supposed to be a mama?
I
Supposed to
have
be a
seen
good mama.
people say, because I read the script of Beetlejuice and how it was actually really way more horrific, and they toned it down because it was a lot. I'm not even gonna say the acts what it was supposed to happen, but they toned down, because he is y'all know what he is. He be doing some stuff wrong, trying to marry 15-year-old in the first movie. So I'm just saying, it was supposed to be worse.
Wow.
You can follow me where I'm going.
Okay, understood.
People still be like, oh, I didn't think it was that. He was like, he's a villain, even though the cartoon made him a hero. Like, he's the villain of the movie, and people like, oh, I like him, but blah blah blah. Just the same way Freddy is like that, and people love Freddy in the '80s as well too. So it's just one of those things that some people with horror and goths and people who wrote that, oh, it's funny, and they love Tim Burton. So that is a unquantifiable thing that they should have quantified a little bit better. I think this movie would have been better released, because you got to avoid Deadpool and Deadpool and Wolverine. Even though that's an R-rated film, they're gonna bring their kids there too. I don't know if this should have been released before the holidays or if it should have been released earlier. And I think it would have been more of a hit.
If you were gonna release it and you were gonna release it now and you wanted to be, didn't want to release it against any other movie, I'd say release it on the anniversary. Like whatever the Transformers anniversary is, release it on that. And then just let that be it.
I think all the anniversary people, then the old timers who hated, like, I hated it. Why you do this? I don't know. I just feel like it should have been like that.
There's always going to be a movie out. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be a new movie out.
I think they should have went.
I mean, I guess they could have released it against Twisters.
I think they should have did March or April.
Oh,
But,
man, Twisters. Poor Twisters.
Hopefully, poor Twisters did good. Twisters made money.
No, but I'm just saying, there's something that I can't see kids excited to see it.
No, not at all.
I can't see kids like, Mommy, take me to Twisters.
Twisters is a love. Yeah, I mean, anyway.
I can't believe it did well. I don't understand because.
I guess it's a disaster movie. Do we have any other disaster movies this year?
It's a disaster love story that people like to see doing something. So it's a weird triangle. Look, it ain't even really about the hurricanes. It's about Twisters. It's about the two people and their problems and all that. So go figure.
But I'll go in there. I'll get off this. What else you got for us, Coop? What else you got?
I'm gonna jump to Oshi No Ko real quick, man. Because we getting close to the end of the season, but this one, since we're kind of taking it a little bit easier for one more episode. Remember that I think I mentioned last time, his older brother said, hey man, you need to pick what woman you want to be with. Can't play them both. Don't be like our dad, yada yada yada. And so he's like, Aqua think he's free of this burden. So he goes on dates. Like, they're actually getting ready to take this trip to this, I think, the mansion where he might have died in his previous life, and they're just gonna go back there for some type of retreat. I think a lot of foolishness is about to happen. So he went on one date with the redhead Akane, who really, 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 really like. She loves him for him. She wants to support him, all that, blah blah blah. And she's the one who's in the sister's idol group that his family, manage, blah blah blah. So they had a good date, this and that. she still got feelings for him. I think he's starting to lean towards her a little bit, or he respects her. Then he went on a date with the one who was his fake girlfriend. He's like, should we be together? And she's like, I know that, this might not work, but she gets him, and she knows what's going on somewhat in his head and his life. And he was like, I think I'm finally free of this burden. And then when he started to tell her the situation, that what he did, and he was kind of ashamed. He's like, man, I spent all of my money trying to get this DNA to find my family, to find my brother. I found out I got a half sibling, and turns out my dad was dead all the time. And remember I said that, so he didn't think about that. She was like, there could be a possible loophole. Now she didn't say nothing because she's like, he's finally happier and not like miserable. And she started to realize that, the dad could have just the real dad could have just slept with her, and the man that killed them both is not his dad, and he didn't think of that possibility. So, long story short, that kind of went on. They went on dates, and yada yada, and he's just thinking about stuff. Then we flip to his sister. His sister is talking to their mom at the gravesite, yada yada, and a guy is walking up, just walking past her. He's in a trench coat, glasses, and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, our daughter grew up to be a real beauty. So that their dad is still alive.
Okay.
And we probably not going to see him this season, but they do that bone to like, on. They just not. They got to be some other foolishness. But they wanted to at least kind of clear that up. Like, yeah, he's missing the obvious loophole that somebody else could be the dad. She just was having a fling with their dad, and the dude and then her boyfriend wound up killing them. So it's like he didn't see that. So his world gonna come crashing down, bro, once he like realized this. And I don't know.
Maybe that sounds terrible. That all sounds terrible.
I mean, it's a great show. It's a great show. It's just a terrible life he's living, and he has to do it within the confines of being an entertainer. And while he's not bringing this burden upon his twin sister, his sister is just trying to live up to the legend of their mom, that they can't tell nobody who's their mom, because they were love children. So got that going on. So. Yeah, it's a soap opera, y'all. It's crazy, but that's what basically happens. So I think we got one more episode. Then they showed a picture of some gray-haired young girl. It's possible they got more siblings because Daddy was a Rolling Stone doing some crazy stuff. We probably gonna find out more of their family, or
wherever he laid his hat was his home.
So, I'm sure they met the nice, if they are more siblings, these might be the nice siblings. They met the nice older brother. Who's to say the other siblings might not be crazy or hate their guts? You never know, or might want to kill them. You never know where this goes. Because y'all, look, truth is stranger than fiction with broken up families and blended families, or a dad with two families. Y'all know how these situations go. They've been probably some crazy stories in Baton Rouge alone, and because somebody doing some crazy stuff, you wind up by be dating your cousin that you didn't even know. It's like, no. But that actually happened to my older brother.
That stuff be happening in real life too.
It wasn't the first. Like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, so. Y'all take for that what you will, but that's Oshi No Ko.
My older brother, he was kind of a smart dummy. He went to my dad's hometown, Marksville, was partying in Marksville, met a girl, They was kicking it like Tybo. He was crazy about it. He was talking about how gorgeous she was. He was showing off. He brought her to the crib, and my dad spoke to her. He said, "What's your people name? What's your grandmother's name?" He said, "Yeah, like I don't know what y'all got going on, but y'all cousins."
It's like y'all kin to each other.
Yeah.
What cousins were they?
Oh boy. Yo, that stuff be happening, man. That's why you know what? I would try to send out a
where
message.
he discouraged them continuing to hang out. So
Good job, Dad.
Good job. Good job.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Yeah, I'll leave that. So, cause I know we up on time. I know we've been talking and talking. I'll say this. I'll throw it because you know what? We kind of had an easy one for I think setup episode for Elusive Samurai.
Oh man, love it.
So, but Tokiyuki is he's a wise young lad, if you will. Cause you got these crazy troops that's like, yeah, we gonna die on the battlefield. We want to die so bad. Woohoo!
Yo.
We just can't wait to die. And then,
my favorite joke of it all was
bruh.
The nice
he was
dude.
Looking at them like y'all so stupid.
Bruh,
like what are you on?
I love the nice dude. He was like, "Oh, come this way, young messenger." Then he was like, "This person, like you two." He's like, I'm not gonna repeat what he said. I'm gonna basically, tear your guts out in so many ways. And he said it with a smile himself on his face. He's like, "This dude's a freak." It's like, who is this freak? And I think he showed him later he had blood on his mouth.
Yeah, he was like, he is enjoying this a bit too much.
He's like, I don't even think he wants to fight. I think he gets off on this. like
they all crazy. They all need to seek some therapy.
I need to die to be with my ancestors and such. And I love between this and the last couple episodes where Tokiyuki is like talking to a boy, the young swordsman is like, "Hey man, you think I'm a coward? Would you still follow me?" And he's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna enjoy you living instead of dying." It's like, all right, we got it. We got the idea. The ideology is set. It's set in stone. His retainers get it. You can have your samurai pride, but what is a pride in a destroyed land? And Tokyo,
because he like, look, I get it, but it's not only how you die, man. It's how you live, man.
It's like, y'all scorn the living. Y'all did not look after the weak. Y'all did not look after the people, the families that's left. You did not do your job. This is a 9-year-old telling these grown men.
Yeah, and they to the point where they like hot about it. He like, hey, yo, y'all trying to celebrate a good death? Hey, that don't move me. What you gonna do about these women and children you leave?
It's a party. He said, y'all thinking of it as party tricks now because you're weak. You'd rather die than live to fight to get these people to safety. It's like we're giving you an out to come back and fight again. You can still have your glorious death, but this ain't it right now.
Thank you.
This ain't it. Go have your glorious death when we're at full capacity as the Suwa, as the whatever his name is, but as Suwa,
Hojo. You can have your glorious death when we have to face I'm gonna mess his name up. When we have to face those troops, have your good death dead.
Because now it's the Shinano no Kami, who's like the new guy, and he looked like he don't mind spilling no blood.
Right, shout out to the little young swordsman riding on the horse like a general.
Yo, man, he had that joint on lock.
This again, not a shonen, not for the kids.
Yeah, this is definitely not for the kids.
This is a signing head up and above because he just so matter of fact, I gotta kill these people. I'm on horseback. And like, dang, boy, this time is rough out here. Just straight blood splatter.
But he be doing his thing, man. He be doing his thing.
He's like, I'm tired. He's like, y'all, we're pretty good. Y'all not gonna win this fight. And we helped y'all. Like, we ain't Superman. Like, y'all ain't Superman out here. Y'all are outnumbered. Y'all ain't even using no strategy to deter your enemy. Y'all just gonna go out there and get slaughtered for fun.
Say, bro, he made them feel played. They felt so stupid after he talked to them,
As
and
they
he was
should.
right. He was 100% right.
It's like, bro, like,
I love it. His character is the hook for me for this show. I love him, and I like his retainers. They all dope. It's a
hey,
great.
bro, can I just say this?
Man.
This is no shot to Mike. What you just said, the lead character, like this is why we just couldn't get into JJK. The lead character is what we came for. Like, it's just I tried with JJK. This guy, this 9-year-old kid, it just conveys main character energy that you like.
He said main character energy that you like.
Where Yuji is just all right, it's just like bring Gojo in. But anyway, get this guy out of here.
Dang,
Hey, it's a shame when your Robin outdo you in your own show.
Well,
dang, man.
I did that on purpose. I was being nasty on purpose. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
I should be a better person.
I probably will go back and finish JJK one day.
Bruh, it's alright. I know I'm the only JJK representative on this show. It's fine. I don't mind enjoying the show on my own.
It's beautiful trash, man. It's beautiful trash. It's beautiful. It's well done. It's animated. They act like the Mappa in them is animating they butt off. I feel nothing. I be like, what? Bring back Hell's Paradise, y'all. Mappa, get to it, y'all. I don't know what y'all are doing. In fact, well, I know what they're doing. They're actually working on their own original anime. Bro, we ain't getting them shows back no time.
Y'all ain't getting none. We ain't gonna see.
I'm not even joking.
JJK, we ain't seeing Chainsaw Man. We ain't seeing Hell's Paradise. They ain't never coming back.
Once they said, "Oh, Mappa got like 2 of their own shows, like made for TV anime dropping," I was like, "Yep, they used it. They got their money. They beating their employees and misusing them to make their own properties." And it's like, I get it, bro. But dang, can y'all work on some of them adaptations too? Can y'all just work on your own, then work on adaptation every other year? Just don't let it die on the vine. Like y'all got the license, man. Come on, man. Put somebody on it. Just start.
We ain't never gonna see it.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm gonna just finish reading. Now we are gonna get the Chainsaw Man movie eventually. That's kind of like the season.
I don't believe that either.
It's coming.
I'll believe it when I see it. I'll be like, when that trailer come out, then I'll believe it.
I think they have.
Well, nah, because I know how some of y'all be doing out there. Y'all put out that trailer and the movie don't never come out. I'll believe it when there's a date.
I believe it's coming. I just don't know when it's coming because it was supposed to be kind of like now-ish, and it's like no-ish. It's kind of like maybe it's sometime 2025.
See what I'm saying? We ain't never getting that.
Please make that Chainsaw movie come out 2025, y'all. Please, even if it's October. If you got to save for Halloween, save for Halloween. But bring that damn thing out, man.
As a matter of fact, speaking of movies, I'm going to switch up the steez now. Speaking of a movie that we know is coming out, My Hero Academia, because I saw the trailer for it in front of Transformers. You want to know why? Because they actually going to come out.
Well, yeah. I mean,
they actually going to come out. Their movie going to come out.
Bones ain't playing, and whoever got all the licensing for them, they got their stuff together.
See, that one going to come out.
My Hero gonna release movies that ain't got nothing to do with the core story till that story ends, and I'm gonna be right there because I'm gonna be there yelling with All Might. Because give me All Might if you got to give me All Might in the movies just to have him beat up some people. I'm cool. I don't care that it's not canon or it's out of order canon.
Yeah, I'll say this most recent episode we didn't really do a lot, but we finally, in a way, kind of got taken. Or we kind of took Hawks off the board in this episode. He's not dead, but he ain't the Hawks we knew no more. And besides that, we saw some more side characters do some boss moves. Yeah. They stepped up a little bit.
Like I said, you're going to get every character. Shout out to Mina, a character who I always like her design because she's just weird. She's pink and she looks like an alien, but you don't think much about her again. and you know, you see her in cosplays for a reason. We'll go from there. But it's just wonderful to see her in Kish Red Riot. Can't say his real name because but you know, I don't know if they're like kind of if they're romantically involved, but I think there's just a general respect because those are always like kind of like they would interact. I think in the classroom, and he did save her the last big time with
Yeah, because he probably gonna
Yamato.
spit some games sooner or later.
Hey, look, hey man, she melt things. He gets rock hard. Maybe they can't destroy each other. I don't know. You know, maybe they quirk go together. But you know, I she saved him. It was wonderful. Like she showed how her hard work been putting in. You know that she can pump out more acid now, and she can like burn his ankles or something. Like when she couldn't barely burn his fingertips, but they put it on what's his name. But also, bruh, you know who be coming through? Oh boy with the brainwashing quirk. Shout out to
Yo, what's it?
him.
Shinso, I think.
Senso is yo. If when this is all cleared up, if they live, put him. I don't know what team he need to be on or what
He
rank.
definitely he A tier right now.
I don't
He
know.
might
He
not
ain't
be
got
S tier, but he definitely A tier to control Gigamakia's or Giganta Makia,
to
whatever,
trick
Makia's
him into
brain.
answering to that. If his quirk can still work like that to something that powerful by getting him to answer, man. But that is a frightening quirk. I see why they said if he was a villain, oh my god, he would do some damage. Because the fact that if he can now control
Say,
his
bro,
voice to sound like you, and then he can trick you. You
I
done.
saw Gigantomachia and I'm terrified of that guy.
Yes, you should be.
They can't do nothing with him.
Nope.
I mean, even Mount Lady, it like she ain't. I mean, maybe I don't even know if I can say she can slow him down.
Not
Okay.
like it's like a woman fighting a black bear. It's not the same.
I
Well, I
mean,
mean, a woman wouldn't have to fight a bear because I mean, a bear ain't gonna do nothing. Like he's just gonna be kicking it
hey,
and
whoa,
like.
whoa, wait. Let's move on. Anyway, man, let's move on. Anyway,
Oh man.
man, don't put that curse on us. don't you do it, Mike? Don't
Oh
you do
man.
it?
I didn't put the curse on y'all. I can't reference.
Those
I can't reference
comments,
pop culture.
those comments are the thoughts of Nerd Soul, not of Blur the Shell
Oh, so
LC.
ain't nobody saying nothing when RDC World was talking about it, but now when Nerd Soul talk about it, now all of a sudden everybody got to
I
need a
don't know, bro.
disclaimer.
People
You know
people
what
be
I'm saying?
talking to
I
RDC.
see how it is.
I display for my
Because
own
y'all like
company.
Mark, huh? Y'all
I
like
just-
Mark better than me? No,
Okay,
no, of course y'all.
I'm just
Of
saying.
course we do.
Moving back to the
Mark got
conversation.
money. What you talking about? At least I
Okay.
think he got money. I don't know. He might be broke, but I don't know. I assume he got money.
I mean,
They
he got
they
enough.
look like they're doing all right.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like they got some cheese, but I mean, people be lying sometimes, so I don't know. I ain't trying to put that on them. I'm just saying, I don't know.
Hey man, what's the meme? I ain't I ain't about to do it now. Mike, you ain't about to do it to me. Anyway, moving back.
I ain't
though,
gonna put that on Mark. Mark got money. I'm sure he got money. He out there living fly.
I
You know
ain't
what I'm saying? He
about
got
to
Gucci
go
socks.
no deeper into that one. But back to the conversation. But yeah, man, Senso is great. I like the character. I like that he learned from oh boy, the teacher, how to use his persuasiveness in key situations.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, man, this creator shows you how important every single quirk works with each other, and that there is no bad quirk. Well, there's a bunch of bad quirks, but how every hero uses their strengths to every single possibility.
Yep.
And shout out to even Grape Rush, man. He stood up. I mean, I know he can't do much, but the fact that he even had the the balls that he was popping off his head, it's just like, hey man, Demon Lord, won't you take my quirk? Even though, man, he just sucked the feathers right out of the homie, man. Just they could not
Yeah.
leave.
Hawks
You
ain't
just-
never gonna be the same, man.
I mean, Hawks is good. It's good that he alive. Good that he alive.
Now, I think that All For One not stealing all of the quirks that were out there from all the people that were like, down and out. I think that's gonna come back to bite him in the end.
Well, notice he said because he's getting younger, so his body is fading into nothingness. So he didn't. He's like every second matters. I got to get to the to Shigaraki. So he
True.
didn't have time to like really dilly dally. He just had to take it out on Hawks because Hawks had the nerve to stand up to him, and he felt like he's a nuisance. And it's like, all right, I got to take another symbol from you all. So you're gonna learn today, buddy. So Hawks just.
Yeah, because Endeavor, he out there. Well, I think he probably like laid up injured because he lost his arm.
He fighting to the bitter end, but I think Dobby going. I think this next time you see Endeavor, I think he dying.
Yeah, he probably gonna die.
Because Dobby gonna take him with him. Because Dobby's pretty much already an atomic bomb running around like I'm dead. I'm just
Dobby make me sick.
Dobby literally said, "I just want to take y'all with me." So yeah, that tells you everything where we at with Dobby and Endeavor. So.
Hey, so
if
yeah,
if Toga don't take herself with them too,
man, well, hey, I don't know how that's gonna end since you got the whole family vibe with that. Because it's like a side story, but it's actually compelling on its own. Because it's not just Endeavor, it's Shoto, it's their brothers and sisters, it's Marduke's there too. So I don't know how they're gonna end that, but it's probably gonna be something like touching and like
Bruh,
I'm pretty sure Shoto about to watch his dad die.
Hawks just lost his powers and we like Hawks. They did not spare Hawks other than his life. Hawks will never be a hero again unless his powers return. Hawks is a human now. Endeavor's gonna die. It's just like if Hawks gotta lose it, go and kill Endeavor, man.
Yeah, he gone. I think
he ain't got but one arm when he's burning his powers out. Like he's something. And I mean, and Endeavor, I mean, to be fair, what's his name, ran from Endeavor because Endeavor hurt him a little bit, and he ain't got no more time, so he got every second count. But he already got away.
Endeavor did the most powerful move he could do, so that was it.
And now you got Dobby out here looking like a goddamn I don't know, burning star, shooting star or something right now. Look like a propane tank that's busted. Just out there. I'm gonna kill all of y'all. You coming with me? I'm already dead. You will be too. Like, what do you do with this?
As many of y'all as I can.
Like, man, I need, man, I don't know. Are we gonna get another Gentle and La Brava pop up from somebody that I ain't thinking about? Like, who knows? Can come help? Because they need everybody. They need help right now.
They need all hands on deck.
And I feel like there ain't nobody else. Now, I think there's a possibility of one person that we ain't seeing that might have something. I ain't gonna say it. I heard it, but I ain't gonna say nothing. They might, somebody we ain't expecting might pop up.
All right, that's word. Well, I'll go in and end it here because we mad late. I'm gonna throw it over to the W-less one. Final thoughts and where can they find you?
Final thoughts. I told Coop, I don't know how they're gonna do 2 more seasons of My Hero Academia because everything feels so urgent right now. Like, man, what I can say, they writing the hell out that thing, man. They really are. And Elusive Samurai, man, I don't know if a pro tag has grown on me this fast since Demon Slayer. I love Tanjiro right out the gate. Coop warmed me up. Coop told me it's like you're gonna love him. He like one of us, man. He's family, and I love dang Tanjiro, and I love Tokiyuki. So
man, I like his fit and all that.
Y'all need to watch that joint. I'm marked up on IG. I'm still marked up 44 on the X Twitter X, and 44, not 45. Don't look for no 45 and associate me with that. And I'm Mark Wallace in real life, and I be on these streets like reflectors.
True that, true that. I Coop, boss hog of the Gulf Coast.
Oh
You know what
man,
I'm
that
saying?
ain't me.
Final thoughts, where can they find you?
Final thoughts, man. Elusive Samurai is beyond great. I like to keep messing with Mike because it's funny. We got like one episode left, so I think it's gonna be great. But I also think it's going to be a transitional episode. Like this is also as much action or elusiveness is into it. It's also a political, historical drama anime because this character actually existed in life. Go figure. It still kind of bugs me out that this character like Tokiyuki was a real person. But so I just but like you say, what I love about him is that even though the character is 9, this is a 9-year-old, which is funny because they made sure like, oh, he's just 9, like he must have made a birthday. Yay for him. This 9-year-old already understands socio-political upheaval and stuff. He done killed a man. He's also
I mean, he lost so much so early. He's had to. It's sad because I know people like that, man. They dealt with some really traumatic things early on, and they didn't have to. They couldn't spend a lot of time as children.
But even if nothing happened, just the fact of how he got us still, how they did things at that time, it's just funny to me because it's still a little bit much. But then again, 9-year-old ruler, I don't know. I love that. I enjoyed the comedy of Sadame. Shout out to the governor. He like, I'm out this episode, y'all. Hey, Rat Man, it's your turn to deal with this fool. Sadame was like,
he's like, I ain't messing with them no more.
I hurt my eye. I got to go rest it. I'm sorry.
His comment thing here was like, I know you just closed your dang eye. He was like, no, it's hurt. What are you talking about?
And to see somebody who is a worse official than the governor, because I don't even think the governor was.
Governor is kind of chilling. I mean, he's still evil, but he's not like evil.
And here's the thing:
not compared to him.
Ratman was pragmatic. Ratman was like, "Oh, hey, governor, hey, yo, official, we won. They're running. Don't worry about them. Let's just go ahead and take the land." And bro, you like, nah, chase them to the ends of the earth. Like, golly, Ratman even like, look, man, these children are bad luck and an omen. They done burned all our stuff down. I don't want to be bothered with them. We won. Nope. It's like, I actually felt bad for Ratman. It's like, I don't want to chase these children. They I don't know what it is, but bruh, can we take this land? And it just ain't gonna happen. So just different parts of Elusive that's just wonderful, man. And I look forward to several seasons of this. Hopefully Cloverworks don't pull a Mappa. Yo, save money and people for this in your budget every season. I don't know what else to say. But other than that, man, I'm actually looking forward to some things coming up. I would like to do, I think, the preview next week or very soon. Because only thing that ain't really dropping off is My Hero. But I think everything else for this season has ended. And I know, Kikamon has ended too, but they already announced season 2. I don't care. I'm gonna watch my terrible C+ old man anime of ugly dudes doing brain busting wrestling moves. It's C+, C-. I don't know. It's definitely in the C range, but it's not ultimate. It does not have this. It is not the spirit of Ultimate Muscle that we watch for kids. Shout out to 4Kids. I got to give them credit. As goofy as that edit was, it added a weird energy to Ultimate Muscle. But I don't know. They playing this one up like the continuation of the 70s one and really taking it serious in a way, but except for King Muscle. But it's my childhood. It brings back memories. It's something I turn on during lunch. Other thoughts, like I said, preview coming soon. I'm Keith Cooper at blurred.ish on IG. Catch me on Facebook and go to the Blur's business page. You can see me this week in Baton Rouge in 2 locations for 2 different anime nights. One at the Radio Bar Thursday night, from 8 until. So holla at me. I don't think they have any daiquiris, but I might get a couple of shots. We can talk some anime civilly. I don't care who Goku can beat, and I don't care about the upcoming Go Dragon Ball. That will not be in my rotation, but maybe somebody else pick it up. But we can talk about anything else. Grab some manga from me, and if you see me at FM University Saturday night, I will be there, and we will have vendors, with myself included, food, other stuff, music, some drinks, all that too. So a whole week of anime in the 225.
All right, word up, word up. Spoiler alert. There's nothing in the fall that I'm gonna be picking up unless Netflix drops something that I like. So
No, man. Come on, bro. Don't be like that. You
look,
got
I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching My Hero.
My
Right.
Hero is not fall. That's going to be ended in the fall.
I don't
Pick
have
up
to watch. I don't have to
pick
watch
up
everything
some.
that's new.
Pick up.
Oh,
one.
actually, no. I'll be watching Dragon Ball. So that's new. I'll be
You
watching
gonna
that.
pick up. You gonna pick up Dragon Ball Dama? I knew you was gonna pick it up. You ain't telling us nothing. Right?
That's
Come on,
right.
pick up.
Dragon Ball, baby.
You gonna pick
We're gonna
up,
find
baby.
something else for you to pick up too.
Pick
We
up.
want
What?
we want
For
you to
real,
have
Mike.
something better than
Bruh,
that
I
link.
looked
Mike.
at that link you sent me. It was full of a whole bunch of joints I don't want to see.
First of all, you ain't gonna pick up Dan to Dan. That's
a
false.
maybe. I'll see.
A baby,
That's a maybe.
bruh. You tripping?
You saw it. I did. So since I ain't see it, I don't know. I don't know that. I'll see when I see.
Yeah, you read it and you heard
You-
us talk about it. Just
Like-
try at least Dan to Dan. Bruh, I could get you at least 2. I know. I mean, I would say all jokes aside,
Daima, Dragon Ball Daima, and Dan to Dan. That's 2 right there. There you go.
I ain't count Dragon Ball, but sure, I guess
Is it a show?
it's
Is it a show? Is it an anime? See, there you go. You know what I'm saying? Why you trying to discount stuff? You just as bad as a
Yeah,
Dusty Chain.
I am Yeah, I'm Dusty on
Mhm.
this one. I am discounting
Look at you.
Muffet Baby Dragon Ball. Okay, it is Muffet Baby's Dragon Ball. I don't care about them all turning to babies and go on an adventure. I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
But sure,
That's why I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody tell you to watch nothing?
I'm just saying, I don't know. You right. You got your 2. But if you hype over Dava over Dan to Dan, come on, man.
Look, I don't know Dan to Dan, so I can't speak on that.
Get to know him. You know, of course you know. That's
I said I'm gonna watch an episode.
all right. You
I said I'm gonna watch an
You
episode.
need to watch the 3 we watched.
I don't know if it'll make it to 3. The first one better be good. You know what I'm saying? It better be good, man. Yo, if it's supposed to be good, then I'll be
You
hooked.
know what's gonna happen in the first
is.
episode of Dragon Ball? They're gonna
First
turn to
episode
babies.
is good. So
They're gonna
I
turn
mean,
to
we don't-
babies. That's it. Somebody go screw up and turn them to kids.
It's a trustworthy name, man. Name you know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Trustworthy
know
name.
Dragon Ball Diamond.
But you know Dragon Ball though. It's a trustworthy name. It's like
Yeah.
that's why they put that Marvel flag in front of all their movies because it's the name you know. It's a trustworthy name.
I done seen some bad seasons of it. I don't know about that trustworthy.
Yeah, but you know more often than not,
Yeah, look,
you're gonna be
I'll try to
trustworthy. That's the
find-
whole reason they put the
I'm-
logo on it.
look,
That's why Procter
know
and
what?
Gamble put their logo on stuff.
I know I like.
That's why General Mills be putting their logo on stuff because it's
I
a
just
trustworthy
think
name. They
you
know
was
what's up.
You hard up serious that you ain't gonna. You can't. You didn't look find nothing from that list.
Bruh, I found nothing. All of them look whack. It looked like the whack anime that I don't like. All of them. I looked through that whole thing.
Don't get me
I kept
wrong.
scrolling through all them whack trailers. I was like, this is whack, this is whack, this whack. Dan to Dan is hopeful. That's a hopeful right there.
I mean, for me, I can tell you now. I'm gonna do. I love Ramen and a Half. I know that's an out there one. I'm gonna do Ramen and a Half because I love that creator. I mean, and I know that's a weird topic, but I'm probably gonna try to break it down. But even though it's more comical, I'm gonna have at least 3 without Dragon Ball because I will leave that to your devices, and you will let us know. And maybe it might turn out to be something. I don't know from what I saw for that trailer, but sure. But
See,
you know,
I ain't trying to make you watch Dragon Ball. You don't like Dragon Ball? I'm like,
I
cool.
know you was gonna watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to make you watch Dragon Ball. Why you trying to make me watch stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I might, if you want me to, I might try an episode. I might try an episode or 2. But you like nothing is good on the like. I'm like,
Bruh,
wow.
I saw that whole link. I was like, I'm good. I was
Wow.
like, I'm gonna have a nice, easy fall. I ain't gonna have to spend no time watching nothing.
I mean, to be fair, you tried Oshi No Ko, and that did not. I mean, you did not insult it. You just said it's not for you. So fair
Yeah,
enough.
it's not for me. I do think it's well made. It's nice. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I ain't watching that. Nah.
All right, we
I ain't
believe
watching
you.
no Oshinoko. Nah, bruh.
I just
But I do
okay.
think it's nice. And I do think you know what I'm saying? It's well written. But nah,
Then,
they ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
well,
I'm gonna
okay,
need
may I ask a question? Why is it not for you if you like it, if you
um
think it's well made, and you like think
it's
it's
for me, it's too dramatic and slow. I'm not like into general stories like that, and whether it's live action or animated. Um but I do think it's well made. Like for instance, there's a movie called The Piano. I think it's a well made movie. I'm never gonna watch it again.
okay?
It's not for
Okay,
me.
fair
Like
enough.
Schindler's List, I think is a well-made movie. I don't want to watch it again.
I mean, it ain't that depressing, but sure. I mean,
Yo,
good
man, they
lord.
killed their mama right in front of the kids, and they have like this sad piano playing and everything. Come on, man, it's depressing.
I ain't gonna say Aqua is a fun time all the way, but jeez, it
That
has
joint is
some
mad depressing.
it has some good moments in it that goes beyond to it, but
And then they rip it right from under you.
it's a drama.
They're like, "Were
I
you having a
mean,
good time? Well, too bad, the mama's dead."
I mean, V Hit had those depressing moments and he got to fight back, but Coach
Nah,
V was a
V
little
him
bit.
was dope. You know what I'm saying? He was fighting for his life.
V Hit was the man. I can't wait till next season
Yup.
if we get another.
Hopefully, get
Oh
another.
yeah, that's if we get another.
Is you never know, because again, that whole Japan,
Cause
Korea, Japan,
anime.
that and Japan be hating on Korea things. Like they really did not f with V Hit. I don't think it was not highly regarded. Suppose that's the word.
Which is
Dang.
crazy because it was beautiful. Um, like compared to the manga, it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see. I like the voice actors. I I thought it was great. I
Uh,
don't know what you would. I don't know what you don't like about V. You watch that, and I don't know what you don't like.
Japan does not really f with anything outside of Japan that they don't control all the way. It's an adaptation of a Korean thing that brings it down already in their mind somewhat. They don't relate for some reason. But
Who
in
are they
different
to look
countries,
down their nose at the Koreans?
probably. So they ain't their country. They like, like y'all
Mm.
got one. Now go on
Hateration
ahead.
and holleration.
So I'm just saying, Japan.
In
Look
the
how
damn
Japan.
Korea.
Look how when they animate Chinese people, they make them. They used to make them savages. So you know how they did us, but they'll make Chinese people talk crazy too.
Mm.
And that's they fellow people from their continent. And so
That's cold.
you be the judge. So that's all I'm saying. So I ain't gonna hate on Mike. You know, Damu, he's gonna try Dan to Dan, folks. I hope that you can join in on it. You know, where's
I
Rachel?
hope you
Check out
watch
the
the
episode.
first
We'll see what's
episode,
going on.
Mike. I hope it hooks you like it hooked me. Like I kept tapping Coop like Coop. Coop was like, I'm watching the same movie. Mark, I'm right here.
I just Rachel, Sherry, if y'all listening, we need y'all to tap in, man. We need y'all to work on Mike or to add something back into this because we know we need
Yo,
that
man,
diverse.
look.
We need those diverse voices, man.
We got diverse voices. You
We
know what I'm
need
saying?
some
Right?
more diverse voices. We need our homies to come back. Cause we can't be doing this every anime season, man. We gotta try stuff, man.
We meet every anime season. I
Come
watched.
on, man.
Okay, spring. I was watching like 6 or 7 shows
Spring
in the
was
spring. What are you
fire.
talking
Spring
about?
was fire. But it's
So
not when it's
you can't go through lulls every now and then. You got to watch 7
Mike,
shows every
what
season.
makes you a champion, not when you make the easy layup, when you make the hard play.
I
When you
am
find
making
that
the hard play.
When you find that diamond in the rough, man, when you find that 6-man, when you hit that long 3-pointer, when you make a defensive block with every inch of your power, and then you save the game. I'm just saying, you might find
Cool.
something out there.
I feel like you discriminating. You said the 6th man. What about the 19th man?
There's no such thing.
I don't even think there's 19 men. Usually, well, depending if you're playing a professional team, usually
you-
basketball, you're
I
talking
was
about
about-
11 to 13
I was the
people.
19th man, you guys. So I know
How?
that it's a thing that exists.
What?
And I mean, I only had 18 people before me, but when I got my time,
He
Was
said,
this
"When I got my
football
time."
or was this
when
basketball?
I got my time, this is basketball.
How? They ain't supposed
He
to
said,
be no more
"When
than like
I
13.
got my time."
Hey,
It's
we
like-
had Team A and Team B. We had so many.
What age
Dang.
is this?
I mean, usually you do have a practice squad and a couple reserves. So, I mean, I guess it makes
No,
sense.
I'm clouded. I wasn't the 19th
I
man,
was like
but
19, man.
look, I was so far down on the bench. My first game, no BS. My coach, he called for me to come into the game, and I ain't hear him. I was sitting
Damn.
trying to shoot my
Ooh.
shot with
It's a cold world.
girl in the class, and he said, Wallace, get your in here. And I ran on the court, y'all.
He was like, "Oh, me? Hold up."
I took my shooting shirt off. I threw it to my teammate who I was subbing in for. I ran. He's like, Wallace, you forgot your dang pants. I had my pants on, and this was in the 90s, y'all. So we didn't have the breakaway pants.
Oh, so you
We had
my man had to get undressed out there.
I had to shimmy out of my pants right there on the court and kick them over. And
See what
that
I'm
was my
saying?
first time getting into the game.
Mike,
Mm.
you might find that anime that have to might shimmy into your heart, bro.
Man, I saw that list you sent. I was
That
like,
is-
all these joints is straight garbage.
You
But I
bugging.
was like,
Hey,
we got
they got some heat on there, man. They
we
got
got Dragon Ball Daima. You know what
Mike,
I'm saying?
I'm
Mark,
gonna find the heat, bro. I'm
Mark.
gonna find the heat.
did we not say we love you, Mike? But did we not say like, watch me, he go pick Dragon Ball? They got
Yeah.
Bleach on there. You ain't even pick Bleach. You know Bleach coming back, right?
I don't believe Bleach is coming back
Why you don't believe Bleach?
because Bleach one of them shows that don't come out but every 35 years. Like I'll believe it when the first episode drops.
Yeah, that was the first season. They got money now, man.
Okay,
They coming.
okay, all right,
They-
okay.
I-
Well, then
I
Bleach,
show-
Bleach is
if
the
Bleach-
definite then.
I'm like, I figured Bleach and Dragon Ball, absolutely. I actually was gonna get excited because I actually do want to support the end of Bleach because it's not gonna go forever. Like now, if it don't come back when they say it's coming back, then I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but I believe it's.
I
coming.
don't be trusting these anime when they be trying to come back from a long stint.
It's here. Like this is the break of this is season 2 after the break. I feel like it didn't had its long break. It's
A very
there.
long break.
We gonna do this in the preview, but it had a long break before this season. It's back. It's back. It's back.
All right, okay. Bleach is back, then it's back. You know I'm gonna be watching. So I got Bleach, I got Dragon Ball, and a possible Dan to Dan. There you go.
I'm gonna break down my. He did his part. I'm gonna break mine. Me and Mark.
Yeah,
gonna break this
yeah,
down.
y'all gonna have like 30 shows y'all watch. So, but anyway, guys, we'll holler at y'all later. Man. NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time that you have to mind control a giant to make sure that they beat up the bad guys, we're just saying, peace.